y'all. I'm Diana Brianne, and I'm going to give y'all a few minutes to come on. And, I come on here without any kind of notice. And I just jump on, and most live streamers give notice. They give like a day notice, a week notice, an hour notice. And I give no notice. Hey, Appjoy Vlogs, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being the first one here, my friend. Thank you, thank you. I don't give any kind of notice, so I just come on. So my friends don't even know when to look for me. I used to be on a schedule of like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then it became like also 8, 9, or 10 at night. But now it's like whenever I can come on, I come on, and it's usually at the spur of the moment. How are you doing, Appjoy? How are you doing? I hope you're having a great day. It's very, very hot here. I live in the South, and it's very hot and humid. I got in from my 5-mile run after our oven man left because we had to, we bought a new oven. Well, it was ordered, special ordered. It's a beautiful oven. You can see in the back, and it's a double oven. So there's a bottom to it that you can't see in the, in the view right now. But anyhow, they put it in wrong twice, and the second time it was just a little bit off, and so we let them know that it wasn't balanced because you don't want to bake a cake in an unbalanced oven. And so we had him come, and then I got out there late because of that, and it was so hot to run in the heat and the humidity, but I did it. And well, I am so glad you are doing wonderful, Appjoy. I'm so glad. And I hope you have an amazing, amazing week here. And I thank you for coming. I really, really do. And hopefully a few other people will jump in here in a few moments. Hey, Peanut Butter. Hey, hey, my new friend. Welcome. And World Beauty and Flossie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming on a moment's notice. Like I said, I don't give any notice. It's just sort of I come on. No one knows when I'm going to be on. So, you never know with me, right? So anyhow, welcome, K.A., and welcome, Rick's Review. Wonderful, wonderful to see you, my friend. Wonderful. I'm giving you all blue wrenches so you all can get to know each other's channels. I'm not a growth channel. I'm a grandma channel, and I share wisdom and inspiration, but thank you, my friend. Thank you. But I do, encourage y'all to grow and make friends. That's what it's all about here on YouTube. Rick's Reviews, you've been with me since I've been up publicly about a year ago, a little over a year ago. So you've been my long-term friend here. And yeah, it's hot here too. It's hot here too, Peanut Butter. So my big drama, let me tell you about my big drama. I was getting ready to come on about an hour and a half ago. And after I got in from my 5-mile run, and then all of a sudden my son calls me. And, I have 3 young adult kids, all in college. He's 21. So he calls me and says, Mom, I lost my phone. I don't know where it's at. Can you look it up on the Life 360? Life 360 is an app that it's free. So look it up, Life 360. You all monitor and know exactly where each other's at. Welcome, Papa Dotes London. Wonderful, amazing channel. Everyone, Papa Dotes will help you grow your channel, and you will love his channel. You will love his channel. So please go to Papa Dotes. Go to all of your channels. We have Flossie here. We have Appjoy, Papa Dotes, K.A., Peanut Butter, Rick's Review, World Beauty. I mean, we have amazing channels who are wonderful enough to come in at a moment's notice, and Appjoy here on a moment's notice. So thank you. So my big drama was, okay, so we have Life 360. So my son said, Mom, would you look it up? He was calling from someone else's phone. Would you look it up? And the street that it said it was on was actually in our little downtown area, but I forgot that street runs up by my favorite, I call it lovingly the junk store, but it's like an antique store. I grew up calling antique stores and thrift shops junk stores because that's what we called them, because back then they were a lot of junk. So we just, that's what we call them. And thank you, Flossie. Thank you. You have been such a wonderful, faithful friend. Thank you. And so, okay, so after I got off the phone, I realized where the phone was. There's a little part to the antique place that I go that's way in the back that closes early. So they were already closed. But I knew exactly, because he likes to go back there because it's kind of junky and he finds all kinds of good, stuff. And then he resells it. He's kind of like a young entrepreneur. And so I go over there and I say, and I know them all over there. They all know me. I said, I know Marshall's phone is over here. Let me ring it. Can you please unlock the door to that particular part of the antique area? And so they did. And as soon as I rang it through, because we have ringtones on all of our phones, there his phone was ringing and ringing and ringing from my phone. And it was my ringtone that rings when it calls his phone. And so their mom, me, picks up his phone. I thank them all. He had set the phone down while he was looking at some things and he forgot to pick it back up. So I brought the phone home, but I didn't know where he was at. So he was driving all around looking for his phone while I actually now had his phone. So I just got back in the door and he came home and he knew. It's that young 20-ish mind. I read a book and it said not until they're really 27 does our minds fully kind of all come together. And, I said, oh my gosh, because he's always losing stuff. He just does. Hey, makeup mom. Hey, my beautiful, beautiful friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Another wonderful, amazing channel. And so I gave him his phone and I sent him off to the gym. I said, look, at Britton Farm, welcome, welcome. Another great channel. I hope you're all getting to know each other because I have great channels in here. People don't hang around my channel unless they're a great channel or they become a great channel from hanging out with me. Because I'll tell you that I have, my channel is inspirational, motivational, all of that. And so the thing about it is if you hang around here and you're like a troll, you're going to give up being a troll, okay, if you hang around here long enough. So I have all great channels. And so if you're not connecting with each other, Papa Dotes, Britton Farms, K.A. Is here. Makeup Mom is here. Did I give you a blue wrench? Yeah, I did. Okay. Appjoy, Flossie, Peanut Butter, and anybody else I missed because the stream goes up and down here. And I'm not wearing glasses. You can see at 64 years old, I gave up my glasses. And so I'm doing this all without glasses. Remember to thumbs up. Thank you, Makeup Mom. You're amazing and wonderful. And your channel is growing and flourishing, and you are going to be a super channel. You really, really are. You have the personality. And, I have super channels in here that are in the making. Makeup Mom, Britton Farm. I mean, so many of you are here that are, I think that I collect future super channels. Future super channels come to my channel, because they want to live a motivating, inspiring life. So people that hang out here, you're a super channel in the making. And hey, Siohan, welcome, welcome, my friend. Thank you for coming. Thank you. So I'm totally off schedule now because that threw me off schedule. I was going to go to the gym. So when I get off of here, I'll likely go to the gym, even though I did my 5-mile run. Hey, Jamil, welcome, welcome. Great friend. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. So I hope you're all checking each other out. I really do. The Pirates of Shanglu. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. And you're all welcome to connect, connect the right way. Don't flood the stream, with, links, but, you can put your link down occasionally so people can connect with you. And the best way to connect is to be a friend. Go to their channel, let them know you're on your way to their channel, and likely they're going to make their way onto your channel. Or if not, once you leave a comment later, I would say 75% of the people that come on here leave, come back and they friend you. Once you've left a comment, I have very good people. People know to do it the organic way. You can be over there. Just don't go over there and click subscribe and then come back. Open up a separate tab. Don't mute it, but put it real low. And you can be playing one of their videos while you're over here. And make sure you comment. Do it the right way. We're about doing things the right way. There's no sense in doing it the sloppy way. It's just not going to work. It's not going to work for you or for them. Okay, so do it the right way. Oh, thank you, Makeup Mom. Thank you, thank you. Alexis, welcome, welcome. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for being here. And I will give you a blue wrench. Alexis Artist is in the house, in the house. Make sure to connect with Alexis Artist. So that was my drama, my son losing his phone, and mom, of course, finds it. Moms have the hardest job in the world. And just because their kids grow up doesn't mean their job is not hard. It's also the most wonderful job, but it's also the hardest job. Who do kids call when they lose their phone? Mom. Who do kids call when things go wrong? Mom. Who do they call when they're sick? Mom. Who do they call when they need money? Mom. You know, a mom is not an easy job. You're 24/7. Okay. And once you sign on for being a mom, you're a mom the whole life, your whole life. Okay. Even once they're grown, they're just bigger kids. Okay. And you never quit needing your mom or your dad, because this weekend is going to be Father's Day. So, you never quit needing your mom or dad. And remember, a dad is equal to the mom. A dad is equally important. People think about mom, 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 but it's also dad, dad, dad. Dads, a great dad. Oh my gosh, there's nothing in the world better than a great dad and a great mom. So, whether you're a dad or whether you're a mom, you're all equal, but moms tend to get more praise and more complaints. Who does everybody blame? Mom. You don't hear them usually blaming dad, but they will blame mom. Oh, mom, mom, mom. It's all mom's fault. Moms take it all. You got to just let it ride off your back. I'm surprised my son didn't blame me for losing his phone, but he's good. I've got good kids. I really do. But he was grateful, but he was kind of embarrassed that he lost his phone. So fortunately, I figured out exactly precisely, because I know him, exactly where he lost it. And I found it and brought it home. So now I'm off schedule. Now I'm totally off schedule, and I got to go and hopefully get to the gym. And then I'm going to go over and visit my daughter a little bit. And we're going to do a little cooking together, I think, tonight. So anyhow, I'm a sweaty mess. So connect. Like I said, this is about the magic of being you. I want to get back to that theme of the magic of being you. You're beautiful as you are. Did you think about that? You don't even have to change a thing to be beautiful. The magic of being who you are. I'm beautiful. I'm a beautiful person inside and out. And I am that same person, but you are a beautiful person inside and out. You don't need to be like anybody else. You don't need to change yourself. You don't need to say, well, I need to be more like them. I need to dress more like them. We can admire other people. We can have role models. We can have mentors, but we need to be who we are. The magic of being who we are, the magic of who we are, the magic of being yourself. Be you, be yourself. Hey, Mark, welcome, my friend. Welcome. I'll give you a blue wrench. There you go. So the magic of being beautifully you. You want to be, oh, thank you, Mark. I'm doing great, Mark, and it's wonderful to see you. Mark, what's happening is a lot of people are getting unsubscribed to each other. And these are people that are friends with, that we go to, that we see, that we show up on their streams or in their videos or whatever. And remember, I have 5 channels. Links are pinned to the top of the comments section, not under this live stream. But if you go to the last video I put up, they're always under my videos. So click on each link. Go to each link. You can do it in a separate tab right now if you want to. Comment, play a video, so I keep you, And then when I go to do my comments tonight, I will come back to you with all 5 channels. So one of me is like 5 friends, okay? You're getting 5 friends with me if you do it the right way. So if you want 5 friends right now, friend me on all my channels. And tonight when I go to sit down about 10, 11 o'clock, whenever I do my comments, I will come back to your channel and do it the right way. So do it the right way, okay? And you can connect with each other by opening up a separate tab and playing their video and commenting while you're over here connecting with other people. That's the right way. You want to do it, and make a genuine comment. Make a genuine, authentic, good comment, okay? But YouTube takes away my old friends. They don't take away my new friends. They take away my old friends. In December, they told me I was actually at 26,000, although it never showed on the outer part. when I actually went in to look at it, when they told me it was 26,000 on December 5th, but they had taken so many away and they couldn't give them back. I believe as fast as I grow, I should be around 50,000, and I'm at 14. And the reason is for every 100 I get, they take away 80, and it's usually 80 of my old friends, and it's to replace the new ones that out of the 100. So it's really crazy. It's really crazy. Hey, James Gype, a super channel there. James Gype is almost at 30K if he hasn't made it yet. And when I first met James Gype, he was at about 3K, and I was at 200 people, 200 friends, and they were all people I knew except for one. And then James Gype has just taken off and grown. He has a big channel. And so Rick's review says, Gype, we all know Gype. And Rick's review has been with me since almost day one when I came up public. And hey, John Boone, welcome. You know, John, I don't know why, because they're not taking my new people. They don't take my new people. Now, everybody's different, but I had a glitch when they did the big purge. They purged me about 1,000 that I knew about, that I actually knew about. Then what happened was I couldn't grow. I even though I was making all these new friends a day, they all got taken back, every one of them, and I would drop. Then I started to slowly grow, like 1 or 2 a day, even though I was making maybe 100, 200 friends. At one point, I was making up to about 400 friends a day. And now that's, you know, I'm lucky to come out with 20 new friends a day. I do usually come out with about 20 averaging, sometimes more, sometimes a little less, but they take away old friends. So I'm almost kind of scared to make new friends sometimes because they take away my old friends. But this is the thing, like Brenda Land, Norgus R, Carla and friends. These are all people I'm on their streams almost, you know, all the time. I'm friends with them. I go to their channel. They come to mine. They unsubscribe us every day from each other. They don't take anybody who's connected to my other 4 channels, but they do take anybody that's on this channel. I guess this channel, I don't know why, but they do. They take away my old friends. So how I get notifications is on my other channels. And then I have to go back and resubscribe through this channel. So I don't know. Yes, John, you were one in the very beginning. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, John, I was probably, you know, 1K. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. And actually, you know, like I said, I would be a lot further along, but, you know, I don't worry about it now. I'm here because I like being here. I'm here because I have friends. I'm here because I like to share whatever it is that's on my mind. I don't give advice, suggestions. I don't give information. I just share with you my inspirations daily, what I feel, how I live my life, what's going on in my life, like my son losing his phone. That was something. Hey, William Newell, my buddy there. William Newell is in the house here, everybody. William Newell. If you're not connected to our buddy, William Newell, you really want to be. He is a dear friend of mine. He shares me out all the time. And remember, you share out, you get shouted out and a little extra. That was partly how I grew so fast. I went into everybody's live streams. I shared them out. I let them know. They shouted me out. They were like, hey, Diana Brianne's here. Grandma's here, you know, and that was how I grew, because I shared people out. So it costs you nothing to share out, but make sure you let your host know whether you're doing it on a video or whether you're doing it on a live stream. And, you know, everybody that shares me out, I go back and share them out. I can tell you, I go to other people's channels all the time and share them out, whether they share me out or not. I initiate the friendship. Right now I'm into over 60s women. I'm into crocheting women. I'm into beauty after 60. I'm into the cooking channels. I'm into the cleaning channels. And I go to those. I just randomly go to them that I'm not friends with. I watch a video. I make a nice comment. And I would say 75% come back to me. And I mean, I've got some big, huge channels that came back to me, which I was surprised they came back and watched the video and did it the right way. And so get out there and be a friend, make a friend. William Newell has great content. He does live streaming. We've both been through the frustration of purging and all that. And you just got to roll with it. You just roll with it. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to do what I'm doing. And I know William is happy to do what he does. And so regardless of whether we grow or don't grow or whatever it is, I'm good. I'm good. I think we'll all continue to grow. It's just maybe not at the pace that we did. Maybe it will be. I mean, who knows? Who knows? You know, who really knows? Welcome, welcome, Kendra. Welcome. Let me give you a blue wrench, my friend. There you go. There you go. And so I'm really appreciative. We have John Boyne in the house. We have Mark Alvarez. We have let me see, I'm not saying it right. Sayohan, we have William Newell, we have Kendra's Corner, we have Rick's Review, we have James Skype, we have Mark in the house. Let me see, let me go up here. Let me see. Makeup Mom is in the house. We have Alexis in the house. We have Jamil. We have so many, you know, I have amazing people. There's Kendra, there is OFW. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. So, you know, be a friend if you want a friend, and be nice. You know, never go and say, please, please connect with me, because you know what? If your channel is that great and you're friendly to somebody, they're going to want to connect with you. But if you're begging, people avoid channels that beg, because that's kind of saying your channel's not very good if you have to beg. So I don't beg. You know, it's like, you know, I get out there, I'm friendly, I'm personable. Some people find me through my content. Other people I'm just friendly to, and I go to their channel and connect. You know, we have Makeup Mom here, you know. Yeah, I agree, William. You know, William, this is the thing. Let me tell you, I am determined not to wear glasses. And so I can read the chat. And actually, I've been reading books with very small print without glasses. Hey, Gil Skills, a fantastic channel. I love Gil Skills channel. And Gil Skills has, you'll love Gil Skills channel. Okay. Got to connect with Gil Skills channel. Okay, he's a friend of mine, and you will love his channel. Absolutely. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me throw in the invite link here. If anybody wants to come up, I just have to see movement in the box so I don't get porned. You know how that goes. You get porned. You know, they come on with a picture, and then you think it's somebody, and they're not who they are, and then you get porned. Then you have to take down your channel. Or you have to, not your channel, you have to take down your stream, so you lose all that. So I just put the StreamYard in. You know, I have fantastic people. Anybody that would like to come on up, let me know, and I will be happy. So William, you're right. So, you know, I'm not really straining so much, William, as I have to kind of, this, the computer screen is very, very, what should I say? The print is very small. And so I have to kind of go upward, even when I'm wearing glasses, because it's so small. And, but actually I'm doing really, really well. I have my optometrist and my ophthalmologist appointment next week, and I'm interested to see how my eyes fare up. And, yeah, Kendra, oh my gosh, I got porned one night. Oh my gosh. It was, somebody came into the block, because StreamYard, you get these little blocks down there, and they were very insistent. They kept going out and coming in, going out and coming in. And they didn't, all they had was a photo and a name. And not a whole name. It was like one, you know, it was like the first name. And I thought, I don't feel right about this. And there it is. Remember, intuition and hesitancy often is God's voice. And I didn't listen. I brought him up, and they porned me big time. I was so shocked. And that night I had another old lady like me up there. We were talking, you know, Christian women talk. And here we were like, oh my God. And I tried to push the button. I couldn't get it off. And it was up close too. It was like really up close. I could not get it off. Oh my gosh, it was terrible. So now I'm very careful how I bring people up. Oh, thank you, Makeup Mom. Anytime, anytime. You're welcome. Let me see who I got here. Let me see. I think it's Mark. Let me see. Add. Hello. How are you, Mark?
Hi, how are you, Mom?
Good. What's up with you today?
Just lying on my bed.
Yeah. And tell
Finish,
us a little bit about your channel, Mark, so we know a
finish
little bit
my
about
job.
your. Tell us a little bit about your channel.
No, my channel is only watching for YouTube. If I'm free, going only for a friends.
Yes. So do you make content or do you do live streaming?
No, only only recording. No, not too much my channel, not too much.
And
Only sometimes I have.
what kind of content do you do? What kind of videos?
I don't have. Sometimes I cook. Sometimes I share my life. Only small channel. This one. Sometimes.
Yes. And what kind of things do you like to cook?
Filipino foods here because I'm here in Saudi working.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you're in Saudi working.
Yes, on them.
Well, I hear Saudi is beautiful.
Very hot. And sandstorm.
Yes.
It's beautiful. Very, you call this one? Very silent.
Yes. Yes. Now I've never been there. I lived in Europe for about five years, and I loved Europe. Europe was wonderful. We traveled all over. This is years ago, and it was wonderful. Really wonderful. I love to travel. Now, I'm 64. I don't like to travel as much. I travel to my beach house, which is 6 hours away, but then I come home. I'm not a big traveler because I've done my share of traveling. Now we had a motorhome and we traveled 48 states. I homeschooled my kids. And it was wonderful. I do want to get another motorhome again, and I want to travel again by motorhome, but I'm not a big plane person. The last plane trip I took, it was a 22-hour plane trip, and I got stuck. My husband and I got separated in the seats, and I ended up between two old ladies, and I was the middle seat. And oh my gosh, my legs started spasming. I had no room. I couldn't lay either way. It was 22 hours. It was the most horrible trip. And I said, I don't want to take any more plane trips.
I remember last 6 months ago, you told that you are in
I'm in
schooling,
college
college. Yes. How
at
is the how
64
is that
years
going?
old. At 64 years old. And yep, I'm 64. Thank you, Gil. Thank you, my friend. Gil, you're welcome to come up. I'd love to have you come up, or you and William, and come on up. Makeup mom, whoever wants to come up, you're welcome to. Shout your channel out. Yes, Mark, I am a 64-year-old college student, full time, went back to college 2 years ago, kind of like, I was driving around and I got my truck at the time I was driving my truck, and I got it stuck in a parking space. So I went into college and asked them how I could get out. And I said, by the way, can I enroll here? And they said, sure, you can enroll. And I went back to college, full-time college student. And I'm taking legal classes. And so they're not easy classes, but I made straight A's, and I actually got a certificate from the dean of the university, the dean of the college said I was a 4.0 student. So I got this certificate and I framed it. And I was so excited to have done that, because at 64 years old, going back to college after being out 40 years is a long time.
Very nice.
So what do you do, Mark? What is it that you do?
I'm a porter, working in porter in hospital.
Yes.
Hospital.
Yes. Well, that's good. That's a good job. Any hospital work, you'll always be able to get work.
Yes, it's very good, but sometimes tired. Too much
Yep.
force need. Too much force need in one day. That's why
Yes.
I'm here, laying in my bed and checking YouTube people's friends.
Mhm. Well, YouTube is wonderful because it connects us to so many people of like minds. In person, we're limited to our pool of fish, so to speak. And the good thing about in person is even if we don't have a lot in common, we're kind of compelled to create something in common with people. But the great thing about YouTube is that we can connect with people that we have a lot of similarity to. So we can have, both are wonderful. I love my in-person friends and I love my YouTube friends, and they're all my real friends, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yes,
And
I love also YouTube. You see, I'm only one here in my room. I don't talk to anyone here. That's why I talk in YouTube and friends.
right, and see
That,
that's what makes YouTube wonderful because there's a lot of people that for different reasons are lonely. It could be like you're traveling and you're working somewhere and you don't know anyone, and
yeah,
you might not even have anyone to really meet. There's people that live way out in the country that I maybe don't even drive. There are people that are sick, that are bedridden, and YouTube gives them a way to connect. It really does. It gives people a way to connect.
yeah, to connect each other.
Yep. And that is wonderful. That is so wonderful. Kendra says, never too old to learn. Kendra, I've been a lifelong learner, and not necessarily college all the time, but other forms. I'm always learning. I became an artist at 40 some years old. I picked up a brush for the first time in my life, never having painted. And now I'm an accomplished artist, about 20 years later. How that happened was I was stuck at home with my kids, which I love to be because they were all babies and I couldn't get out. So I put them all in the Walmart cart. We went around Walmart. I got canvases and paints, and I came home and started painting. Had no idea how to paint. And now, you've all seen my videos, or many of you have seen my videos with all my paintings. And, you never know. You never know in life. Sometimes loneliness or not being able to get out can do wonderful, wonderful things. Yep, William says we all learn from each other, and he is so right. We're always a work in progress. We're always learning. So this is the thing. You have the magic of being you. There's nobody else in the world just like you. There's no one else that thinks just like you. There's no one else that acts like you. There's no one else that quite talks like you. There's no one else that does those little things like you. Get busy being you, the magic of being you. And the magic of being yourself. I don't want to be anyone else. Someone could say, well, you should do it this way or that way. No, if I'm
Yes,
happy doing something, I'm going to do it my way.
it's
You've
very
got
hard
your own.
to be anyone else.
You don't want to be anybody else. You get busy being your best you, not trying to be a copy of someone else. Even my channel, it just reflects me. I mean, everything you see on my channel is how I'm in my real life. Just like my kids, they know my wisdom because they've lived around it. And that's just how it is. Gil says, good people attract other good people. We are a great community of awesome people. Gil, you're so right. You're so right. And good channels will attract good people. Will they get a troll now and then? Absolutely. But like I said, if the troll sticks around, they're going to become, oh, I lost you, my friend. I lost you. And so the thing about it is, if you're a good channel, ultimately you're going to attract in good people. If you're a basher channel, one of those channels that bash each other, you're going to attract a lot of nasty. And I've seen a lot of those channels. I did a video called I Wish I Could Unsee This, where YouTube kept suggesting four of these channels one night. I'd never seen them, was not affiliated with them. So I went on one of them and I checked them out, and then I checked the other. Oh, I got off as soon as I could. They were women in my age group that were nasty, nasty, nasty. They were so absolutely nasty. I wanted to go take a shower after. It was awful. And I don't know why YouTube recommended them. I think it was because I'm in my 60s. And so these were women who were in their 60s. But you're going to run across people like that. You're going to run across people that are not nice. And oops, I lost you. I lost you, my friend. I went to put you up there and I lost you. I'm so sorry. I don't know why that happened. I don't know why. But yeah, so you're going to make all kinds of friends. And when you do live streams, you know, sometimes nobody will come on. Sometimes one person. I have one friend, she goes on all the time and nobody shows up, but she's a new channel. But her content is out there. You know, if no one shows up, one night I had, because YouTube didn't push me out, and I just came on and just talked, and I used it as one of my videos, you know. And, you know, sometimes you'll have a lot of people come on. Sometimes you'll not have anybody. I don't have a lot of people that come on now because they don't know when I'm going to be on. If they knew when I was going to be on, I would have a lot of people on, but I don't give any kind of notice or any kind of consistency. So that's kind of my issue. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my friend. I don't know what happened to you, Mark. I lost you on here. I don't know what happened. Oh, okay, Makeup Mom. Oh, you know, Makeup Mom, I love your channel, and you have such a warm heart, and you're so nice, and you're so welcoming to everybody that comes to your channel. Makeup Mom, are you connected to Gail's channel? It's very much like Tuber Chat in a way. Not exactly the same, but very much like Tuber Chat. I really, really, and Gail, if you don't know Tuber Chat, connect with Tuber Chat. I have a lot of great channels I'm connected to. Brenda Land's channel. Brenda Land, Land. I have Norgus R, Norgus R. Carla and Friends, amazing channel. You will love Carla and Friends. Undel, oh my gosh, she's so inspirational. She does a lot very similar to what I do, but differently. She walks around. She lives in Norway. She drives around. It's just a wonderful channel. Very, very inspirational. I think hers is more structured. Mine is kind of like all over the place. You never know what subject I'm going to talk about, because I wake up in the morning and I have all my, you know, the wisdom comes to me. I write it, scribble it all down on my pad, and then I come out and do my videos, go out for my run, come back with my recorder full of wisdom notes, and then I do then I do my videos. Like today I did about 10. Now, one of the things I want to talk about this too, editing. Oh my gosh, everyone's, you got to edit, you got to do this, you got to have thumbnails. Okay, I've done it. Y'all know Grandma's winding driveway. It's like a minute long, and then you go back down there. Hey, Life with Camille and Pal Chu, welcome, welcome, welcome. Life with Camille is a new friend, and thank you, thank you. And Pal Chu, I'm going to give you a blue wrench. And then I have all the thumbnails. I know how to do the thumbnails. I know how to do them right, but I don't always do them. You know, I used to do because it takes so long to upload the video when I put the winding driveway, and I'll put it up again. I put it up periodically. But when you are doing the winding driveway coming up and the hello and Grandma's porch, and then you go down the driveway, that's my beginning and ending. Beautiful beginning and ending. But it takes me forever to upload that video, and it slows me down. And for me to do 10 videos in one day, which I have today, I was able to upload them really quick. What I basically did, welcome, Vanessa, welcome, welcome, friend, welcome, welcome. And so I'm going to tell you my views on editing. Do what works for you. Most of my videos now have no thumbnails. They got the ugly, you know, where whatever YouTube picks, usually it's like a face shot of like, not a very good one, but let it go up. Let it go up. I'm not worried about it. Sometimes I put thumbnails on, sometimes I don't. It depends upon what amount of time I have. You know, I'm busy. My life is extraordinarily busy. I love my life. I have an in-person life that's just as busy as my YouTube life. And so I can't always edit. Sometimes I have 5 channels, so I can't do that for all the channels. So sometimes I don't put thumbnails up. Sometimes I don't do a lot of tagging. Sometimes I don't, my videos are rather short. I get right to the point. I like concentrated wisdom. Like I said, I don't give advice or suggestions. I just share with you what I'm thinking and my perspective on a different topic. And so I'll come on and I'll talk about a specific topic somewhere between a minute and 5 minutes usually. And then I'm off. Then I'm gone. Then I'm, out of here. And so, the thing about it is that works for me. If I sit here and say, okay, I need a good thumbnail, that takes me 15 minutes to make. I need to put Grandma's driveway on, beginning and ending. And then I need to do all the tag words. Well, I can tell you that will end up taking me 35 minutes for a video. I can get 10 videos up in an hour normally, but if I do it that way, it's going to take me several hours to do it. Slow me down. I'm going to be exhausted and I'm not going to do it. So I just come on and I just do my thing. And if people say, well, your thumbnails are terrible, I know how to do them right. I do fantastic thumbnails when I have time. Okay. But I'm not going to let that stop me from putting my content up. My content is about sharing it. And number one, it's always for my kids. I mean, every video I have over 3,900, almost 4,000 videos up right now on this channel. And my kids, you know, if anything ever happens to me someday, they'll be able to go and say, well, what would mom say? And then they can go to that. That was always my reason for having a channel, was my kids. And then my family tagged on, and then my friends tagged on. And then everyone kept saying, well, you need to do this more public. Even though my videos were public, no one ever found them because they weren't titled or tagged or thumbnailed or anything. And they were only like a minute long. So only people that specifically was looking for my videos would have found them. And then when I came public, I began the tagging process and all of that. You know, I began all of that. And so that's the whole thing, is that do what works for you. Sometimes, you know, there are people that come on twice a day like I was, but it exhausted me. Hey, my beautiful friend, Lisa, where have you been, my friend? I have missed you, Lisa. So don't think for 1 second you have not been missed. I have missed you, my friend. I know you're busy and I understand that. And I do videos on every kind of topic, except politics I don't talk about because it's divisive. I have my opinions, but I don't share it because, you know, you're going to lose 50% of your friends. So no sense in sharing. You're not going to change anyone's mind anyhow. Plus you risk your channel. You know, if you have a viewpoint that's opposing, you may risk your channel. So I don't talk at all about politics, but I do talk about just about every topic. And I was talking about sickness here lately. Now people say, oh, are you sick? No, I'm not sick. Okay. Not that I know of, but I'm very much taking care of my health so I can avoid being sick. But I talk a lot about sickness because I have been through my own journey 10 years ago when I ran into that wooden hanger and it knocked me to the ground and all of that. You know, that was called brain aneurysm. I did a video called brain aneurysm, or my daughter it was called portal vein thrombosis, where she had to have emergency surgery, life-saving surgery. I mean, it was touch and go. And so I've been through a lot, you know, so I understand what it feels like. I understand what it feels like to drive down the road thinking you're dying. And I remember I had my 3 kids in the car and I was able to drive and everything, but I remember driving down the road thinking that I was going to die at some point, and, you know, with a diagnosis. And I looked around and I heard someone playing music in the car next to me. And I thought, they're so happy. They're living their life. And here I am. I don't know if I'm going to live, you know. So I understand. Hey, Murad, welcome, my friend. If you don't have Murad's channel, you want to have Murad's. Great channel. And Jason, welcome, my friend. Welcome. Let me give you a blue wrench there. Thank you for coming. Thank you. And so I understand those feelings. That's why I talk about it. But I followed up with another video today, and I haven't put it up. It's because I did several videos, and I wanted to go back and reiterate because I didn't want people to think I was being flippant in any way. What I had said in one of the videos was, when you're sick, you want to focus on being healthy. You don't want to focus on being sick. And that's true. We want to focus on getting well and being healthy. Okay, welcome, Deborah. Welcome, beautiful friend. Welcome. Deborah is in the house, everybody. Please connect with Deborah. Thank you. And so this is the thing. I wanted to come back. And so in the video I did today, which is, you know, being edited, or it's not being edited, it's already uploaded, but I haven't put it out yet. And it's about that when you're sick, sometimes the last thing you want to hear is about, you know, other things, because, you know, if you're throwing up in the toilet, if you're throwing up, you're not thinking about other stuff. You're thinking about just getting over that throwing up in the toilet. You know, you're feeling terrible. You want to go lay down. You don't want to get out there and go skydiving. You know, we hear all of these things about, well, you know, I found out I have a diagnosis, so I'm going to go skydiving. Not me. I mean, if I found out I had a diagnosis, I'd be focused on trying to be well, and I'd be focused on living. I did a video called Focus on Living, Not on Dying. And I agree there. You know, don't focus on dying, focus on living. And yet I don't want to diminish what people are feeling. Oh, thank you, my friend. Thank you, Put Put. I appreciate you. Put Put is in the house, an extremely supportive friend and extremely supportive channel. I hope you connect with Put Put King. Please do. If you want support, everyone in here is supportive. Okay, I have supportive friends. The only reason you don't see more people in here because they don't know I'm on, and YouTube doesn't push me out the way they do a lot of channels. So they watch it in replay and things like that. But I come on just to connect, and you know, I love to connect here. And so the thing is I wanted to say that when you're sick, be patient with yourself. And, you know, when you're sick and not feeling well, I understand that. I understand. And sometimes all you can do is just do the best you can and comfort yourself and get through it and go back to bed or whatever you have to do. I believe when you're sick, you get competent doctors, competent medical care. Ask for what you want. You know, there's a lot of very wonderful doctors out there. One who saved my daughter's life. And yet there's incompetent ones too, because before that, they misdiagnosed her. And I can tell you, they misdiagnosed me when I got sick, you know, 10 years ago. And so I learned about ones that are, they may be good, but they may be uninformed. They may have the wrong answer. So you always want the right answer. You want great care. I've always believed in being a good squeaky wheel. I'm sharing with you little nuts and bolts of how I live my life. You know, I believe that when we are a squeaky wheel in a good way, I'm always polite. I'm always nice. I'm always kind. But just like with our oven back there, we had the man come back 3 times to do it right. We could have said, well, it's only 1/8 of an inch off, not a big deal. No, we wanted it done right. And so nicely, I was really nice to him. He was really nice. He apologized for it and he came back and did it right. And so you want things done right. You want right doctors and right care, and you want good care. You know, the squeaky wheel tends to get all the oil, as grandma said. And I'm a squeaky wheel in life. And this is the other thing I want to teach you. I did a video today, not out yet. And I'm always teaching my kids. Okay, they sometimes don't listen, but I teach them nonetheless. I'm a mom. Okay, I'm not a friend. I'm a mom. If they don't like it, they can go off and do other things. And then when they're ready to listen to mom, they'll come back. You know, mom, you're right. Like my son losing his phone today. He knew I was right. And, I told him he had signed up for a class that his advisor put him in, or I don't know how it quite got that way, but he has to, this first semester, he's going to travel back and forth. I said, that's too much. Deborah's delicious dishes. Oh my gosh, she's in the house. Connect, connect, connect. You will love Deborah's delicious dishes. She puts a video out, not as much as I do, but she puts them out a lot, and they're fantastic cooking videos. You will love Deborah's delicious videos. So I told him, I said, you know, you've got to, you know, you don't let people tell you what you should, because people just want to fill their own agenda. So I said, if you go to an advisor, that's their job to give you classes. They don't know what your life situation is that you have to travel an hour to and from. They don't even maybe even care. They're just caring that they got you signed up and they did their job. Now they're going to move on to somebody else. I said, you tell them what you want. My daughter, when she makes a doctor's appointment, she always tends to make it like middle of the day. I said, don't do that. Tell them that you can't do that because you work, that you want an 8 o'clock in the morning doctor's appointment instead of 11 o'clock. I think she actually doesn't want to go to work that day, you know, but I say, you know, you let them know that that's not going to work for you. So I have all my doctor's appointments, you know, I'm having my eyes examined, you know, because I don't want to wear glasses and all that. And at first they give me like an 8 o'clock in the morning eye exam. I said, no, that's too early. I don't get up that early. And I said, it's summertime. I want to enjoy sleeping in. I said, make it 11. So they gave me a 1 o'clock one. But I got what I wanted. I could have accepted whatever was given my way to make their life easier, but I didn't. You know, I wanted to do what was right for my life. And so I did what was right for my life. And so make sure you're just not accepting any old thing that's thrown out your way. Going to a restaurant. You know, how many times the first table they'll choose to put you by the bathroom door that's swinging open, you know, and the waiters are all walking by. I don't want that. I'll say, no, 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 that table's not worth it for me. I would rather wait 15 minutes for the table I want. You know, don't always take what comes first. Come, Condor Dolar. Welcome, 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 my friend. Welcome. Blue wrench for you. And so remember, be specific and ask for what you want. And if it's not right, ask for something again and ask for it the way you want it to be. Okay. So that was one of the videos I did today. Ask for what you want. Oh gosh, I did 10 of them. I can't even remember let me go look. Let me go over here and just look quickly and I can tell you what I did. Okay, I'll tell you what I did. One's called Do What's Right for Your Life. Okay, that was good. Do what's right for your life, where you are not doing things just because other people say, oh, don't do it that way. You do it this way. Well, wait a minute. I might like putting my shoes by the door instead of outside. If that makes me happy, I'm going to do it as long as it's not bothering anybody. I did The Magic of Who You Are, which is the title of this one as well. I did Don't Change Who You Are for Other People unless you want to change. Do what's right for your life. What is the rest of it? I can't even see. Oh, dig deep for your answers. That was what I taught my son today. Because on another thing, he couldn't find a class to replace the one he dropped. And I said, you know what? I said, do what makes, I said, dig deep for your answers. People who are unsuccessful don't want to do the work to dig deep for their answers. I believe that most of the time there's an answer to every problem, but sometimes you got to dig really, really, really deep. And if you're not willing to dig deep, a lot of people are too lazy. They don't want to do, I don't want to do it. I'll do it later. Okay, those are the unsuccessful people. I dig deep for answers and I look for answers. I search out answers. I stalk answers, because answers are what's going to give us our dreams, our visions, our hopes, our solutions, everything. There's usually an answer to every problem, but you've got to look for it. You've got to look for it. Surround yourself with wise, competent people and informed people. And comforting people too. Sometimes we need those good old comfort people that maybe are not all that informed, but they'll make you a good bowl of soup and a nice hot cup of tea. And I'm both an informed person and I'm both a comfort person. And it's usually you don't get both in one person, but I am both. And so, live your best life. Get busy being you. Don't try to be like anybody else. Just be busy being you. Make your own content your way. Don't compare your content. Don't compare your channel. Don't do any of that. Just, put your content out there. The way, I put my content out there whatever way I like, as long as it's within YouTube guidelines. Estella, welcome, my friend. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you. And so, make your channel your way. My channel is my way. I don't make excuses. People say, well, sometimes you put out 5 videos a day. That's too much. So they're 1 minute long, 2 minute long. It's what I want to do. These are ultimately for my kids. And you're all benefiting by watching them. If you don't want to watch them, don't watch them. Other people say, well, you need a thumbnail. Well, most of the time I do a thumbnail, but sometimes I don't have time. Your videos need to be longer. Well, I don't have the time to do longer, and I'd rather give concentrated wisdom. I've watched many wisdom teachers, and one thing I don't like is having to sit for 3 hours to get 5 minutes worth of wisdom. I want the wisdom all up front. I want the goodies now. And so I'm the kind of channel, I give it to you up front. I tell you what the subject is, I tell you what I think, and I get off. You don't have to sit there and watch for hours. The reason a lot of people do the long-winded ones is to keep you going for monetization. And even though I'm monetized, I don't worry about it. I'm here to give you my wisdom, and it's free. Your gift, God has given all of us gifts. Our gifts are meant to be shared. Being an artist, I share my gifts. I'm an artist, as y'all know. And you share your gift. If you're a great listener, share your gift of listening. Go listen to people who need to be heard. Just because we listen to someone doesn't mean we agree with them, but we can be understanding of them. We can listen that way. Hey, Sarah, wonderful Sarah. Sarah's in the house. Sarah's another very, very supportive person, a very supportive friend. She's on all 5 of my channels. Remember, my 5 channels links are pinned to the top of the comments section under all my daily videos, not under the live streams usually, but under the daily videos. So just go to one of my videos, click on each one, do it the right way, connect with me with all 5, and I will connect back with you with all 5. And you'll love Sarah. She's on all 5 of my channels, extremely supportive. And she has her own great channel. So you want to connect with Sarah. And so, yeah, just get busy the magic of being who you are. Like you go to William's channel and he makes the most awesome video content. Oh, his video content is rocking. It rocks. And you never know what it's going to be about. It's so highly edited. And I mean, I'm so envious. He could, you know, edit all my channels. And he's just got amazing content. He does it his way. He does it his way. Get used to doing things your way. I live my life my way. I make no excuses because I'm doing everything right. And I like being different. My husband's very different than me. He's a very streamlined person. I'm a person who collects things from all over the world. I've got, you know, I told him, you decorate the beach house because we renovated our beach house. And I said, you decorated your way. So you go down there, it's all streamlined. It's beautiful. It's streamlined. But our house here is like walking into the museum, like the Munsters or the Addams Family, or like a museum. I have paintings everywhere. It's all beautiful. It's all wonderful. I have the antiques. I do things my way, you know. And so don't try to change for someone else, you know. And one of the videos I did today is know your role in someone's life. I'm a mom, okay? I'm a wife, okay? I'm not going to try to be a best friend to my husband or a best friend to my kids. I'm not that. If they want a best friend, go find a best friend. But I may have fun with them. I may do things with them, but I'm their mom, okay? And if they don't like it, well, then just go off and do something else and then come back when you want a mom, you know, is what I tell my kids. And, you know, there's only one mom and one dad. And so you want, you know, don't try to change your roles to suit your kids or your husband or anybody else. In my opinion, it's only my opinion, but I don't change. You know, people say, well, you know, you're too strict. Well, I'm not that strict. I'm an easy mom, but you're too strict. Well, I'm a mom. I'm not a friend. Are you comparing me to a friend? I'm not a friend. I'm a mom. I'm a parent. So know your role. Know your role in life. Know what you are. I'm a wife. I'm not a you know, a neighbor. I'm not a friend. I'm not the plumber down the street. I am a wife to my husband. So I have a particular role and I'm not going to change it. You know, maybe he doesn't want a wife that day. Maybe once, you know what I'm saying? I'm a wife. I'm a wife. So know your role. Know your role. I'm trying to think what else I did. I did another really, let me go look. Let me go back over there and see what video I did. What video? Oh, let me go look. Let me look. I did another one called My Bucket List, which my bucket list is, oh, I said, let me see. Oh, I love reading old books. You know, I'm an old book person. You know, people say, oh, well, you need to read new books. You know what? I love reading. I've got an old book. It's called The Magic of Thinking Big. I did a video on it today. It's an old book I bought in the 80s. It's all worn out and yellowed, and I had it in my bathroom for the last 7 years. I like to put things out so I visually can see them, to be reminded of always thinking big. And so because I'm testing my eyes with reading small print, I pulled it out and started reading. It doesn't even have the back cover to it. It got torn off. And I'd given it to my sister, and then I got it passed back to me. And this is like maybe 30-year-old book. And I love it. I love it. Thank you, my friend Mark. Thank you. Thank you. And so, you know, I like reading an old book. And so I'm reading this old book that I've read before. My favorite book is, my favorite novel is A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. It was a movie made in the 1940s. Wonderful book. And I go to the library and pick it up, and it's an old, worn out book. I love to read things I've already read. I don't, you know, I'm 64. I don't need any new information. Well, I'm always learning, okay, because I'm in school. I'm always learning new things. But I like old information too. I enjoy reading old books. So I did that video today. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. And so I like to read old books. You know, I really do. I'm all about old books and old things. And, you know, I'm all about moving forward in life, but I'm also about going backwards. You know, people think, oh, you don't want to go backwards. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. You know, sometimes I like to go back to the same restaurant that I've been to a dozen times. You know, I like to try new ones too, but I also have favorites. I have favorites that I like to go back to. You know, I don't feel the need to always grow in my life. You know, I've grown. Listen, grown, grown, grown. I've got wisdom notes. I got boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of wisdom notes, handwritten from all these years up in my attic. So I have them, if I never grew again, I'm in good shape. And so I don't always feel the need to grow, grow, grow. I'm enjoying my life, even here on YouTube. If I never grow anymore, I'm happy. I hope I grow. I want to grow. I think I will. But you know what? I'm just going to enjoy being here. I'm having a good time. And I'm focused on the friends I have. And as I make new ones, I'm focused on the friends I have. So, that's life. That's life, And just be happy. Be happy with whatever age you are. I'm happy. I want to be the best me I can be. It doesn't mean I'm going to try to look 25. I just want to be healthy. At 64 now, I just want to stay healthy. That's number one. Healthy is where I want to be. It's all about health with me. Looks are, I love great looks. I love to look great. But, being healthy is number one for me. It really, really is. And so I think for me, that's the most important thing, that I'm focused on. And I work out, I go to the gym, I do all that stuff, and I did my run. And so I'm off schedule today since my son lost his phone and I had to go find it. But I probably will get to the gym and go to my daughter's, or just go to my daughter's and hang out for a while. And then maybe go to the gym tomorrow. I'm not on a tight schedule. I don't live on my life on a tight schedule anymore. I don't want a tight schedule. I'm very flexible. I'm not going to put myself under pressure, and I believe in sleep. I exercise more than anybody I know, but I can tell you sleep is more important. Sleep is where your body heals and rejuvenates. And so for me, sleep is number one, exercise is number two. And that's kind of how I do it. Hey, Robert Mack, my friend, my buddy. Welcome, welcome. Great to see you, my friend. Robert Mack is in the house. Everybody, Robert Mack is in the house. And how are you doing, Robert? How's things going for you? I hope you're doing really, really well. Now, William, are you going to do a live tonight? Because you do lives, or you kind of, you're kind of like me. Sometimes you do and sometimes you don't. Welcome, Rose. Welcome, 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 my friend. Welcome. Let me give you a blue wrench, my friend. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Now, I'm primarily a content provider. I'm not a live streamer, although I do live streams. And that's probably why I'm not consistent, because that's not my genre, is live streams. I do live streams, but I do a lot of them, but that's not what I do. My genre is really making content. Because I back up all my content, and I don't know how to back up live streams. And I back it up on the old fashioned way, DVD, and because I figured if anything ever happened in the virtual world and we would lose everything, I've got everything backed up. And my husband does the cloud. I'm not into the cloud. I'm into DVD. Everything is backed up on DVD. My husband says, you got to get with the times. I said, I am with the times, Oh, thank you, Robert. I'm glad you're doing well. You have an amazing channel, by the way. Everyone, Robert Mack's channel, you want to go to his channel. William and Robert, you both need to know each other. You both have great content. Okay, well, William, his content is so perfectly, crisply edited. And Robert does traveling. It's amazing. You really want to connect with each other. You're going to make great friends here. And like I said, the people that come in here, minus a troll now and then, which I rarely get, they're good people with good channels. They're quality people in here. You're not going to find that everywhere you go. They're very, very quality. Just people in here are really, really good people, because otherwise they wouldn't come here. Yep, putt. I started off with about 40 years ago doing home movies, and every day for 40 years, just about, minus a little while in there, a blip in the screen, I've done videos, little bits and pieces. So you get a lot of video on one video. You get, when we had the VHS C tapes and the VHS, I started off with the big VHS 6 to 8 hour tapes, and the big backpack and the big camera and the big battery pack. And oh my gosh, I started off with that. And those were expensive back then. And then we moved over to the VHS-C. Then we moved over to the, what was it? The little DVDs. And then we moved over now to the, everything is done through our phones and that. But I back everything up. Everything except my live streams. I can't back. I don't know how to back them up. I guess there's a way, but I don't know how to do it. And oh, Deborah, that's wonderful. What are you cooking, Deborah? What are you cooking? You're making me hungry. Oh, by the way, if you haven't ever looked up my coleslaw burgers, go look up that recipe. I love coleslaw burgers, and I make great ones. And I make, but I ran out of the bag coleslaw, so my husband brought all these bags of lettuce, you know, salad mix home from the beach. And I thought, well, they're going to go bad if I don't use them. So I decided to turn those into lettuce burgers, you know, because I'm vegan. And I made lettuce burgers out of it. Now, I added egg, which is not vegan, but I added egg mixture to it. I have a vegan egg mixture as well. And a little bit of flour, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion. And I put them in a little bit of hot oil. And oh my gosh, they're so good, so good. I like coleslaw burgers better, but my all-time favorite food is fried green tomatoes. So a couple days ago, I did a video on this. I got a doorbell that rang in the morning, and I wasn't dressed, so I didn't go out. And when I did go out later, there was a bag of green tomatoes sitting there. My neighbors remembered 7 years ago when I first met them, telling them about I love fried green tomatoes, and they went out and bought me green tomatoes and put them by the door. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, oh, that's wonderful, Mark. That's wonderful. And so I fried green tomato sandwiches on simple bread, a little bit of butter. It's just out of this world. Now I love to make fried pickles. And so I take the little round slices of pickle, dip them in a little cornmeal, a little bit of flour, and I fry them lightly in a little bit of coconut oil. And oh my gosh, you dip them in ranch dressing. Out of this world, out of this world. So I'm very simple-minded. We called it poor people's food because growing up we were poor. And so we ate a lot of poor people's food. Green tomatoes from the garden, you know, at the end of the season, you know, some of the tomatoes weren't red, so they were green. You didn't want to throw them out, so you ate them. I love that food. It's not always healthy, though, especially fried foods is not healthy. So I try to stay away from fried. Fried green tomatoes and makeup mom. If you can get a hold of some green tomatoes, they got to be green, and the more bitter, the better. In my opinion, I like the bitter ones. Hey, Grandma Ducky, super channel here. Super Grandma Ducky. Everyone connect to Grandma Ducky. You're going to love Grandma Ducky. She's a supportive friend, a great friend, a great friend. You have to take the tomato, you have to slice them, not too thick. You don't want them too thick because then they don't get cooked in the middle. And I use a little pan is what I do. Oh, Sarah, I love them. How do you make them, Sarah? Because what I do is I dip my pickles or my green tomatoes, I dip them in a little bit of cornmeal and a little bit of flour, and then I fry them. And they're just out of this world, world. But now with my green tomatoes, though, I like them on white bread, you know, some kind of white bread with butter. That's what I like. With my pickles, I just dip them into a little ranch dressing. And I love that. With my coleslaw burgers, oh my gosh, I love my coleslaw burgers. Go look up that video, DIANNA, BRIANNE, FAIRCHILD coleslaw burgers. And basically you take eggs, a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of flour, you make it into a burger and you fry it. And oh my gosh, they're out of this world, But I'm vegan, so I love anything that's vegetable. I do eat meat on a rare occasion, but not on a regular basis. Guadalupe Vlogger is in the house. Welcome, my friend. Blue wrench for you, my friend. Welcome. And so, you know, I like to eat healthy. I like to take care of my body. I, do everything. Yeah, you will love them. It's an acquired taste. Sort of like caviar. It's an acquired taste. At first you might go, yuck, I don't want to eat caviar. But then you acquire that taste. The first time I ever had, I was in my 20s, and someone turned me on to caviar, and oh my gosh, I haven't had it in years, and I did love it. You can get it. It's not expensive. You can get it in any grocery store. We only hear about the expensive caviar. You can get a whole jar of caviar for under $5 in most stores. Oh, thank you, Grandma Ducky. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. And so you know, I love caviar. But, you know, over 60, you've got to work really hard at keeping that weight off. So between running and exercising, and I can't eat everything I want because then I would gain all the weight, and I don't want to do that. So, but fried green tomatoes, oh my gosh, I just grew up with those. And fried pickles, I love my fried pickles. And just a jar of pickles, just go get a simple jar of, you know, the little chips, and then just fry them in a little bit of flour or cornmeal or whatever you got. You know, I'm a pretty good cook. My husband, I've won the chili cook-off a couple times, and I was kind of shocked that I won it the first time. I didn't know I had actually won it. I went up there I thought I was collecting like the worst chili or something. Here I collected #1 place for the best chili. And I was shocked until I sat down and I said, what did I win? And my husband said, you got #1 place. You know, he had always told me my chili was the best. And so, yeah, I love to cook, but I'm not cooking as much anymore because my kids are busy. Most of the time we do sit down at dinner at night, but not always. And so, you know, they like to eat out. And so I don't cook as much, but I do cook. And like at the beach, my husband grilled the whole time. I had vegan burgers, you know. And so, yeah. Yep. So I just like to eat healthy foods and be healthy because, you know, at my age, it's all about health. It really is. They say after the age of 60, your doctor is your best friend. And even though I don't want to make that so, I want to be in good connection with the right doctors. So if I ever need them, I'll have them. That's why I'm going to the eye doctor. Just maybe down the line, if I ever want to get that LASIK type of surgery, I will. Hopefully I'll never need it. Yeah, you know what, Grandma Ducky, I think that we're going to do Thanksgiving at the beach house. I do. I think we'll do Thanksgiving. I'm hoping to. We'll see. I think so. Yeah, you know what, my friend Put, my son is the same way. He doesn't like tomatoes, but he likes ketchup. Doesn't make any sense, does it? They're just ground up tomatoes, but my son is just like that too. He really is. And so, well, anyhow, everyone, I think I'm going to go. I think I'm either going to go to the gym or go to my daughter's or do both. I know I'm going to go to my daughter's. I just don't know whether I'm going to the gym. And I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful week. You know, I come on as I come on. I come on at the spur of the moment. You have to kind of look for me. You know, normally it's around 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or 8 or 9, 10 o'clock at night if I'm going to come on. Sometimes I come on at different times, you know, but that's usually the time. Thank you, Grandma Ducky. Thank you. And so I never know when I'm going to be on, but I'm trying to come on. I've been on every day so far the last couple of days. You know, I've been on every day. So I'm trying to come on more, you know, but it's not a given, but I do try. But I always put up content. And sometimes I put up a lot of content, sometimes just one video a day. It just depends, you know, it just depends. So I think I'm going to go. And my daughter and I are going to cook tonight. And so, you know, I don't know if I'll have time to get to the gym because it closes at 8. Used to be 10. So it closes at 8 now. And so we'll see. So I may go. If not, I'll go tomorrow. I'll go tomorrow to the gym. So I hope you all connect with each other, and I hope you all are going to have an amazing week. Thank you always for coming to see me. I really, really, really appreciate you. Thank you. So may God bless you. Remember the magic of being you. Be yourself. Be who you are. Don't try to be anybody else. Thank you, William. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, Lady Mick, welcome. Another before I go. And Chris O Gaming, thank you. You know, I'll stay on another moment. I'm going to stay on another moment so you all can connect. Oh, before, you know. let me say, Chriso Gaming always shares me out. Extremely supportive channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Chriso Gaming. Thank you. And Lady Mick has, I love her channel. I'm going to tell you, you know, I think I initiated the friendship, Lady Mick. I think I did, because what I do is I periodically surf for channels. I surf for different kinds of channels. And I happened to come across your channel, and I saw it and I loved it. And so I connected with you and I left a comment, and then you came back to my channel, and now you're actually on all 5 of my channels. And I share Lady Mick's videos out all the time. She has an amazing channel. Oh, she's amazing. You will love her channel. So I hope you connect with her and Christo Gaming. And we just have oh, you know what, Makeup Mom, you can come on my panel anytime. One Love, welcome, welcome. Let me give you a blue wrench there. Makeup Mom, you are welcome to come up. All you have to do is invite yourself, because if I'm up here and I have StreamYard up, I'll, you know, sometimes I invite people up, sometimes I just let them invite themselves up. The only time I don't bring somebody up is if I don't, you know, I'm suspicious when they're down there in the box and I can't see who they are and I can't see their face and they've got a picture up and I don't know them. I don't normally take that chance anymore because of what happened. But most people are great. And thank you, Lady Mick. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. And I just shared your video out that you did, I think it was yesterday. And I love your personality. You know, I love your personality. You're fun, you're alive, you're informed. You know, I love your personality, and I love your videos. Okay. And you know, like I said, with Christo Gaming, you definitely, he's so supportive. He is like, you know, I'm a supportive channel. I mean, Lady Mick knows I go share people out. William knows I share people out. Well, Christo Gaming is like that. Everyone's live streams, he goes in, he shares out. So you want him on your channel. Pat, you're right. You're right. Absolutely. You know, and you know, you got to be careful when you do the live streams. Know who you're bringing up. And, you know, I welcome new people, but I have to be clearly, see, I study them when they're in that little box down here on StreamYard. I study them before I bring them up, because if they just have a photo and I don't know who they are for sure, because, you know, now what they're doing is they're snapshotting photos and they're put it up and you think you're getting your best friend up here and it turns out to be a porno person, you know. And so you've got to be really, really, really careful when you bring people up to know that that's who they are. And because you can run a whole live stream. I mean, I had to take down that amazing live stream that I was doing, and my friend and we were both stunned. You know, we were both stunned. I had to take it down after. So you don't want that to happen. So you got to be selective. Never feel bad about not bringing someone up if you're not sure. That Girl Shernit Vlogs, welcome, welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. You know, one of my favorite shows when I was a child from back in the 60s was called That Girl, with Marlo Thomas. Remember that? Anybody? I don't know if anybody, probably Lady Mick remembers That Girl, but not many would, because most people are not my age. So yeah. Okay, unless someone new comes on, I'm going to head on out the door and go do my stuff. And, you know, I'm going to, I don't know what my daughter and I are going to cook tonight. I don't know what we're going to cook. I'm going to cook over at her place. She lives about 4 miles from me. So, well, I thank y'all, and I hope to connect with you all real soon again. And whether it's tonight, tomorrow, the next day, whenever. And I just wish you a wonderful, wonderful, yeah, Lady Mick, you do remember it. We only had like 2 channels back then. And, you know, it was wonderful. Oh, Makeup Mom, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm a big storyteller, true stories, but I'm a big storyteller. You know, we grew up on the porch swing. So we had one channel and usually wasn't much on. It was staticky. So we all sat out in the porch swing, and especially at night, and we would tell each other about our day or about somebody down the street or a little bit of good gossip, you know. And then when we didn't have anything to say, we made it up. never anything bad, but we'd make up stories, you know, but I don't make up any stories. What you hear is the truth. And I tell you stories from my life. And yet, you know, I love to tell stories. And I remember many years ago when I told that story where I was 20 years old, I ran off to Palatka, Florida, got on the plane in LA. My boyfriend was named Frank, and he was a used car salesman, and he was 20 years old from Georgia. And he drove me in his brand new zoomed up car to the airport. He didn't know where I was going, but I said, I'm going to Florida. Well, I went to Florida. Long story short, I had a friend. It was a guy, but he was a friend. And I went to Florida. And yes, yes, yes. I love those old channels, my friend. I love those old channels, Put Put. I do. Put Put King. I love those channels. So I went to Florida. And while I was there, I met this man. And he could tell stories, true stories, but he could take a salt shaker and he would mesmerize you with that salt shaker telling you this story or whatever it could be. I mean, I don't know, you know, remember the stories, but it would mesmerize you. And I always said I wanted to be a storyteller. I wanted to be able to tell stories. And so I tell stories from my life, and I have a lot of them. And so I love to tell stories. I love to share stories. I really do, because it's how I grew up. We talked. We actually sat on the porch and talked. We didn't play games. We didn't have computers. We didn't have cell phones. We had a rotary phone, one rotary phone. It was in the kitchen, and it was a party line, so you couldn't always get on it, you know. And so we talk. Hey, Jory, I'm getting ready to leave, but make sure you connect here, Jory. Wonderful. Jory is my buddy and my friend, and she has an amazing channel. Connect with Dory Colbins, please, please, please. Dory, I don't think I'm going to come on tonight, but I might come on tomorrow again, either tomorrow during the day, tomorrow evening. I don't know. I never know. You know me, Dory. I never know when I'm going to come on. But I love stories. I really, really do. And I never run out of stories. I always have stories to tell. I can always pull one out of my hat or out of my pocket. You know, always a good story. You know, I mean, we grew up on story. That was what we did. We sat on the porch swing. We solved the world's problems on that porch swing. We solved our own problems. We cried. We laughed. We told stories. We gossiped a little bit. You know, we did all that. It was wonderful. And that's why I love my porch swing today. That's why I love sitting on the porch swing. I really, really do. Welcome, Kubash. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Make sure to connect before I go, because I'm going to go here pretty soon. And oh, okay, Jory, got it. That's. I'm just thankful that you stopped by to say hello, my friend. I thank you so much. And yeah, so I still love, you know, we sit around the dinner table. I love to sit around the dinner table. I love to sit outside. You know, I love all that. Chandra, welcome, 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 my friend. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you. And so I love to talk. I love to connect with people. And oh, Lady Mick, yeah, Lady Mick, you definitely want to connect with, and she'll come back to you. Leave a nice comment, tell her where you met her from, and you will definitely love her channel. Makeup Mom says, what I like about your stories is that they are entertaining and learn new stuff, but I appreciate that you tell your perspective of life, but don't push it on people. Absolutely. I never give advice, suggestions. I just share with you how I see subjects and how I see situations. And I talk, I mean, out of 3,900 videos, I've talked clearly about just about every topic, but I give you my perspective. And I always tell you up front that it's not advice, it's not anything, it's just my perspective. And you have to find your own solutions, your own answers, your own direction in life. I'm just here to inspire others to find their own life. And yeah, the stoop, Makeup Mom, now that came later for me. The stoop, remember the kind of that cement stoop on the side of a corner? Well, we would hang out on the corner, my friends and I. We would hang out looking for somebody to talk to. That was kind of what we did back then. You know, started that maybe 11, 12, 13 years old, sitting on the stoop, you know, waiting for people to come by, you know, and have a conversation. We did that too. And I loved it. I loved it. I think so many young people today miss out on all that. They're glued to their phones. Everywhere they go, they're looking down. Adults are looking down. Everybody's caught into social media and all that. And I'm all about the virtual world, but I'm also about living in the real world. Well, they're both real worlds, but I'm also about living in my in-person world. So I do both. I do both. I have a wonderful, I love my virtual world and I love my in-person world. And they're both wonderful. They complement each other. They really, really do. Thank you, Mark. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. And so, you just want to live your best life and be your best you and appreciate other people, appreciate what they do and how they are. We learn from other people. As I always say, a mentor is your super highway to success. I always tell people you can learn the hard way by your mistakes, or you can learn through the super highway of success, which is a mentor, a competent, right mentor in the area you need to know something. And if I want to know how to cook, it's a lot better for me to hang out with one of my friends who cooks and learn it that way, because they become a mentor in that area. And if you want someone who is very insightful, you might want to hang out with me because I'm pretty insightful. And so you find people that can give you what you're looking for, so you don't have to make all the mistakes. We will make some mistakes, but we won't have to make as many. Absolutely. Absolutely, Lady Mike. Absolutely. How do you pronounce it? Is it Lady Mike or Lady Mike? I'm not quite sure how you pronounce your name, and I want to get it right. I try to get people's names as right as I can. I do. But yeah, you just want to you want to keep learning, but you also want to enjoy. I've slowed life down. I'm in no hurry. Even, I'm taking 16 unit hours which is almost double full time coming in September. But I want to finish up this particular area that I'm focusing on at college at 64 years old. And, but I'm always about learning new things, but I'm also about taking my time. I'm not pressuring myself. I'm not rushing. I'm not doing anything. I'm just having a good time, just enjoying my life. If I don't enjoy my life now, when am I going to enjoy it? So I'm enjoying life. I'm not sweating stuff. I'm just enjoying it. Oh, thank you, Putt Putt King. I am. I'm exactly what you say. Welcome, Shelly. My friend Shelly is here. You will love Shelly's channel. She's got a great channel and a great personality. Great channel, great personality, my friend Shelly. Shelly, make sure you connect with everybody. I'm getting ready to leave. You seem to kind of jump on my channel right at the end when I'm getting ready to leave. And tomorrow, if I come on, I hope you come on early so you can join me tomorrow. That would be wonderful, wonderful. Oh, it's Lee D. Thank you, Lee D, my friend. Thank you. I try to get people's names right. People call me DIANNA, Brie, because I have a double first name. That's not a middle name. It's a double first name. Some people call me Diana Brianne. My mom called me DD or Di. My sister called me Diane. My grandma, I don't know how she got it, but she called me DJ. I was DJ to Grandma. Grandma called me DJ. Oh, thank you, Mark. Mark, hopefully you come back up again next time. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Shelly, I don't know what time, I never know if I'm going to be on, what time I'm going to be on, but normally it's around 2 o'clock-ish and 9 o'clock-ish, or somewhere in that ballpark there. And so hopefully I'll be on tomorrow. It might be on a little bit earlier tomorrow because I do want to go to the gym. And so I might be 1 o'clock-ish. So we'll see, Eastern Standard Time. And love to have you come up. You have such a dynamic personality. And I have so many friends. You're all welcome. We have a great big party and a great big panel here. So I'm always... yeah, most people think that Putt Putt King, that I am, that's my middle name, but it's actually a hyphenated first name. And, but I go by any variation of it. And there's some people call me Brie. I have friends that call me Brie. Hey, 12 Monkey. Hey, my friend. Hey, wonderful to see you, my friend. Wonderful. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Very supportive channel there. Very supportive. And so, yeah, so my name, a lot of variations, but grandma called me DJ. I was always DJ to grandma. And to my mother, she did call me Diane sometimes, even though it's Diana, she'd call me Diane. My sister always called me Diane. My aunt calls me Diane. My let's see, my mama usually called me Dee or Di though. That was usually Dee, and sometimes she'd call me Di or D. She had different variations of it. And yeah, so, and then I have one friend, and she's the only one that calls me this, but well, I had several friends way back then, but she's the only one I still know. And she called me Blondie. This is back when we were teenagers. And to this day, that's what she calls me. She doesn't call me Diana. She calls me Blondie. Blondie. That was my name from, when I was a teenager. And she still calls me that. She never has called me Diane or Diana. Never. She's always called me Blondie. And so, I answer to all those. I love them all. And I know who everybody is. When they call me a name, I know right away who it is. I know who it is, And I like that. I really, really like that. Okay, everybody, I'm leaving. I hope to see you all maybe tomorrow if I come on. Love you, love you, love you. May God bless you. Have an amazing week. And remember, you are an amazing person. Stay the way you are. Just keep becoming your best you. Okay? Love you all. I'm headed on out. And I hope to talk to you all soon again. So from my house to yours, may God bless you. And I hope to talk to you then. Bye-bye.